do the intro and then
No, it's
mess
fine.
it
I
up?
believe you.
No.
I love how we all just like minorly adjust where we're sitting or the cameras based on how Sheepy has cropped the cameras that day.
I do
So,
like
Yeah,
that.
it
let me
zooms
bring
in.
mine up just a smidge.
The cameras change. The cameras
Yeah,
change
yeah.
every time. You just have to do the best you can with it. Hello everyone. I started recording already.
Oh,
Hi,
as
YouTube.
when I said
Hello.
YouTube.
when I said
Sup?
do the recording, I hit record and I was like, well, I fucked that up, so let's just roll with it.
it's fine.
Will she be edited out?
No, no,
No.
It's part of the charm.
Maybe?
no.
would
people
would,
will
would
forget.
anyone like to do my traditional intro and see how much of it they could get right? Volunteers?
I'll try.
Okay.
Or no. Oh, wait. No. Josh, did you want to try?
Well, no, that wasn't a volunteer sound. That was a you go, Vandy.
I'm hiding
Randy
behind my
wants to.
tea.
We
All
can
right,
tell.
hold on a second. I gotta get into the sheepy mood. Hold on. I gotta
Okay.
Put my hair
Oh.
very heavily here and give myself a beat.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sheepdog. Welcome to Sunkissed, a Vampire the Masquerade tabletop simulator. I don't know. I tried.
Okay.
It wasn't working. You know, it's cool. I'm
No.
not like
You almost got
my
that.
brain is still time. Vampire the Masquerade
5th edition.
Wait, is
5th edition.
It's the RPG.
5th
is
edition.
chat giving it away to you? Do they-
No, guys,
Huh?
can you write the script for me? I can follow the script. I woke up about an hour ago and I'm still not woken up. It's very silly.
I haven't woken up yet. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, 5th Sunkissed, a Vampire the Masquerade for fuck. For fuck.
That's
I
about
feel like I
Randy.
did pretty well
Yeah,
then.
you were spot on.
I mean, you've been here for all my intros. You know I don't ever do it well.
I feel like you did it well once.
Like
Wouldn't
the
have.
first,
Not
like
a,
the
that's
first
not
episode
shade.
or-
That's
no.
that's not a diss or anything. That's more just like I feel like you nailed it once at one point and we were all just like,
Yeah.
huh? But no, sorry, I interrupted.
No,
Hello,
it's-
everyone.
it's
Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, a
Sunkissed,
5th
a
edition
Vampire the Masquerade.
Sunkissed, a Vampire the Sunkissed.
5th edition
We're on
TTRPG
TV.
campaign.
We're
This is episode number 26.
what?
Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Oh, we've been
It
going
is?
for 6 months now and a bit.
Don't believe you. This
Holy
is episode
smokes.
10.
Well,
It's been a week in game.
you know, the funny thing is like we were like Josh. I was talking about this with Josh on his stream when I was lurking in the chat. It's like we haven't been going that long, like 2 weeks or something, and I'm like, it's been a couple of months, but yeah, we've been going for 26 episodes and like 6 months, and in game we've covered about 2 months, going on 3 months.
And that's with our characters take a few days.
Yeah, and I've been. There are times when I'm like, hey guys, should we do a bit of a time skip? And they're like, no, we've got so
No.
many things we need to do.
We can't possibly.
100% my fault, but well, no, some of it is on the characters as well.
I blame Cass.
Yeah, bloody Cass.
I blame
He's
Chrys.
the one who's like,
Shut up.
ooh. I was gonna say like Cass is the one who's like all about time and
Yeah, why
Stuff.
isn't he sharing that we're on a time scale here? You know?
yeah, Cass.
God damn
Why
it,
don't you have
Cass.
human calendar?
Why am I being
Or sorry,
attacked by
vampire
that?
calendar.
Because they found a dead
Make
body,
time go
and it's
slower.
very clearly
Good.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Bruh, that thing's nasty.
I
So,
wonder what did it.
Who done it? It's a classic. Who done it?
you know what's interesting is because I messed up the intro so horrifically, I'm now like, do I then go around the players, or do I do the last time X happened first? I think I
We
go around
usually
the
do
players.
Players.
Yeah.
We should
And
speedrun
then-
it.
Okay.
And then the recap. So.
Well, in that case, Tash.
Hi, I'm Tash, and I'm going to be playing Chrys today, who is very stressed. She's not been having a good couple of nights, and I'm going to have to try and find that because right now I'm kind of mellow and I'm eating some chocolate and I'm having a nice time. I mean, this helps. Being the first person to talk helps. Thanks for that, Sheepy.
You're welcome. engage the brain. Hydra.
What up? I was talking to your chat.
Totally
I was,
alright.
I was answering the question.
I know
What's
that's
to
why
answer-
I was.
To answer the question directly, I'll be making YouTube content again soon. So I've spent today scrubbing walls with sugar soap, the last 2 days carrying boxes, and I've only just set up my computer again. So, however, I can confirm that I'm going to be making some stuff for a game that's coming out soon, and I will have stuff ready for when the game launches. But there's probably an NDA which I haven't agreed to yet. So for now, I'll just say stuff. But I haven't agreed to anything, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm basically busy and sweaty, but looking forward to today. I vaguely remember life and what was happening. It's really weird streaming from a different room. This doesn't feel like Sunkist yet.
Okay. Oh, we'll get there. Let's dead body in a second.
Only because everywhere I look is different.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that will help. And scene.
Okay. Bandy.
Hi, I'm Vandy. I play Tess. I almost said I play Tash, and that is definitely not what I do. But we could play games together, Tash. So I mean, that's a thing. We're doing that right now, you know. So, anyways, yeah. So hi, I'm Tess. I play Tess, and Tess is still acting kind of like the mom, a little bit. And now we have a Optimus Batman to still find.
Yep.
So, yeah. Josh?
Hi, welcome to this Sunkist speedrun. We went to Tash there for a bit, which lost us about 10 seconds, but that's okay. These are not optimal strats. This is a SGDQ run. It's fine. Hi, I'm Josh. Watch Stitch of Fate. Wait, no, you can't. So don't do that.
Listen.
It's a podcast.
Yeah. You can
Yeah,
watch
do.
it technically if you just want to look at the really pretty image on your video.
If you want to watch one very, very attractive image of all the character art, it's great, really great character art. I did not get the episode in time for me to make a really cool visualizer. You know, when things pulse, when like the audio volume increases and decreases. I was gonna do that, but it would have taken 5 hours to render, so I didn't do that.
And that's fair.
I think we can all understand.
And I'm going to be playing Cass.
Yes. You know, while you were saying that and you were talking about your character on Stitch of Fate, I just realized that I really, really want a recording of that conversation we had about Cillian Murphy. And how I was
How
like,
my character looks nothing like Cillian Murphy, but he does look like that one guy who played Scarecrow in Batman.
yeah. Like, okay, so I just want to tell the story very quickly because it is possibly the most hilarious thing I've had
I
in
think
a
we
long,
made a
long time.
reference to it last episode, like
Vaguely,
mid-episode,
yeah,
didn't we?
Vaguely.
The other was.
So if
But-
you're watching this on YouTube, you will now find out what that one inside joke was.
Yeah, basically, I said, wow, Josh, I can see why people find your character art attractive because he does look a little bit like Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy being the guy who played the main character in like 28 Days Later. And Josh was like, I don't see it. But you know who I do think he kind of, you know who I kind of like modeled him on like a little bit? Was the guy who played Scarecrow in Batman, like the
Begins.
Batman
Returns?
Begins, yeah. And I was like, you mean Cillian Murphy? Cillian Murphy, that guy? He was like, no.
The guy who was in Inception.
Yeah, the guy who was in Inception. I was like, pretty sure that's Cillian Murphy still. He's like, no, the guy
It's the same guy from Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, the guy who plays the main dude on Peaky Blinders. I lost my shit at that point. I just started laughing because it's just
So funny.
it was so funny.
I do that quite often. Me and my girlfriend have a running joke that I don't know who the police are. I don't know who the Who are, and I confuse them with the police.
Yeah. Well, it's Sting Operation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the joke.
But I will say one thing that made it a lot funnier was the background noise of you being shouted at for.
Oh yeah, every time I was like Inception, my girlfriend would shout, "Fucking Cillian Murphy!"
Yeah.
It's just background. So yeah, there's that.
So yeah, and as I said, I just want a recording of that so I can replay it when I'm feeling sad because it will make me laugh. And sorry that's at your expense, Josh, but it was beautiful.
It's fine. It's the truth.
So last week you found a body. Well, technically speaking, you went searching for Aiden, and using the power of nose, managed to accidentally wander across the body, which is fine. Nothing wrong there. I think the scent kind of crisscrossed with the body, and at that point, Chrys got cross. I had to, and was worried that it was Aiden, I believe, right?
Yeah, she smelt blood and she was like, "Oh, it better bloody not be."
Yeah, and you went to check it out. It wasn't Aiden. It was also a fairly rough-looking corpse that had its ribcage ripped open and all the insides taken out. Yuck. At the same time, Cassius and Marlowe went to see Gravestone with the dead body of the police chief's son, which then got burned away in a weird by Gravestone. Marlowe was a little bit rude to Gravestone, and they got deposited in a river. I'll teach you. At the same time, as they're chatting, Cassius tried something with rabbits, which isn't as weird as it sounds, although it was a little weird. And he basically, I think everyone has figured out what it was. It was used. It was on the roll, wasn't it? So everyone would have seen it. He used a Spark of Rage, which is his memento or something he's picked up from diablerizing Clay. Additionally, there was a phone conversation which got interesting, where Tess and Chrys called up the other two and asked them to come over and check out the body. They headed over eventually after an interesting conversation with dead sires and etc. And there was something that happened when you got together before you went to go see the body. I remember. It was when I was so proud of Josh, because he decided to call any bats in the area over to him. There was just one bat, and it was Vlad.
Vlad man.
Yes, so they managed to grab Vlad and interrogate him in a wonderful piece of genius player figuring out and scheming and something just I didn't consider. Meant that Vlad had to reveal that the person who has Aiden is Vassia, and he's gone off to basically get permission to bring anyone who wants to go there to Vassia. So while Vlad has flown off as a bat, they decided, hey, why not check out that body again? That was a fun time. And that's where we're going to slip back into now. I don't think... I had like a vague feeling that Chrys and Tess wandered off, but I think that was earlier, and you're all back together.
We're all together like near the
We're all
park
here.
because we had to get to the dark area so Vlad could change back into Kindred.
Yeah.
And then bat.
So this body is kind of behind those bushes. Like
It's gross. It's just got
it is
nothing
kind of
in it.
gross. Yeah.
All right, well, I'll go check it out if you want. We don't all need to go, do we?
I think I don't really. It's a bit stinky. I'm just gonna wait here.
Also, I want to go get a bite to eat at one point, okay? So the last thing I need is for that body to be smelling up something fierce and making me go a little hangry. So
Wait, what?
there's just a lot of blood everywhere.
Oh,
That's nice.
it's awful that the two are connected.
Yeah.
Point of curiosity, where's Corbin? Since we're, poking around his backyard.
That is a damn good
He's
question.
been made aware that we're supposed to be in here, so
Yeah, well, maybe it's a lack of Russians behind him. But either way, if you want to have a little chat with him, now's probably a good time.
yeah, didn't Vlad say that they're no longer working for Corbin? Or
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, that's a Gorbin problem.
Yeah, well,
I don't really care about Corbin, to be honest. He's not really my problem. My problem right now is finding this little shit Optimus Batman here who, messed with my mom's business. So, although we
Well-
did come out better.
Oh, not a huge point of interest for many of you. Probably just only for Tess, but just as a reminder, you did also receive that text message.
Which?
From Nathan, said Orange Squash.
Oh, yes.
Just reminding you of that.
That one.
Well, we know
Yeah.
where Aiden is now. Sort of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris,
Marlowe.
how you feeling?
Trying to breathe through it right now. Because it's not your fault or anyone's here's fault that this is happening. But it's not really good.
Were you
That's fair enough.
were you close to this kid? I mean, are you close to this kid? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Right.
Yeah. I can't really. He's gonna have to be okay because otherwise this is no. It's not good. It's not good. Hey, look at this body. It's in a bush.
Yeah. Do you want? I'll go have a look.
I have a question, Marlowe.
Yeah.
If you could determine whether that was done by a vampire or not, we'll inform whether we
Oh.
need to do anything about it and then claim, expenses from Corbin.
Right.
Because if it's nothing to do with Kindred, then c'est la vie. Will be
Well,
found, dealt with normally. But if there's evidence that a Kindred did it, then
Yeah,
we need
well.
to cover this up.
Didn't exactly look like a average park barbecue. Let's
No.
go
You
have a
did
look.
see the picture, right? Did he show you the picture? Because I
yeah.
can tell you for a fact, it looked like a vampire might have clawed itself out of the body.
I took
You
a look.
sent the picture? I thought you were just taking a picture because it was cool.
I sent it to Marlowe. Why do you think he's here?
We're not meant to be texting weird things.
Very good point, Chris.
Please.
Yeah. By the way, pictures. Dangerous.
Well, just take a look at it. I'll delete it or whatever.
Good idea. But maybe we'll have a chat later about code names. Anyway, Cass, can I borrow you a sec?
Sure.
Normally it's good to have someone to bounce ideas off of.
Mm-hmm.
Chrys
And
is just
I-
like flopped on the floor, like nearby, like not going in there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit.
I'm going to walk over with Cass, but before we get there, like the other side of the bush, I just want to work with Cass.
Yeah, Cass goes with you.
Cass,
Mm-hmm.
when I found out too much about this side of things, I had a choice. Be dead,
Point of interest, you didn't really have much of a choice. But yeah.
Well, it was dead or dead.
Hmm.
So, right now, her friend is most likely either proper dead or just a bit dead. I don't want to be a dick and just say that, but it's not like we can just buy some ice cream and wait for this to blow over, but what do you want to do?
We should break the possibility to her.
Agreed.
She
Better
already
to
hates-
come
well,
to
She's
terms
going to
with
hate me anyway, so I'll tell her.
Are you sure?
It's fine. I can deal with it.
Do you want to share it a bit? Like, you do one bad thing, I do the other, and then...
And then Tess inevitably does something to piss her off. Yeah, sure.
And then everyone runs.
Look, I mean, I'm not exactly great with words and giving life advice, so I already told her that she might eat her friends, so maybe it'll come as a relief that she didn't and someone else did, probably. A bit.
I wouldn't frame it as a relief.
Well, for me, but yeah, that's fair. Let's look at the body first, and maybe that will make sense of all this.
Yeah, and
Probably not.
sometime soon we're gonna come back around to that thing where you said you ate your friend.
Right. They're not dead, by the way. Or dead, for that
Okay.
matter.
No,
No,
I'm
neither.
It's
They're
fine.
all right. I saved them, actually. Another time. Let's look at this body, eh? Let's
Yeah, Cass is just gonna let him do his thing and stand there, just going thoughtfully, going.
So with him at the body, though.
Yes.
Okay. In that case,
I would like to make sure no one's looking first. Like, I would like to check around the body before I check the body,
sure.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you wanna? Are you looking for signs around the body, or are you just looking to see if there's people like? I don't
I'm
know.
looking for anyone watching us look at the body.
That is fair, considering the last time you got anywhere near.
Once bitten, twice
Yeah,
shy.
That is fair. Robbie, wits awareness, please.
It's also, like, if you're just walking up to a dead body in a park and staying there for a while, like, it's a good idea to not have the world watch you do it.
Cassius, can you roll me an intelligence occult, please?
Was it wits awareness? Sorry.
Wits awareness, yes.
That is a crit, and that is 8.
So is mine. That's 4 successes for me.
There.
It's a messy crit though, so I guess what I do is
Salivate a little bit.
I imagine that he was going to stand back, but then he crouches down and tastes the blood.
Well, there's also a legitimate reason why he'd be more interested in this body.
Oh,
The occult intelligence was for your temporis. Because there's been some time fuckery here.
time fuckery
Yeah.
is probably exactly what you Marlowe hears Cass mumble under his breath.
I will come to that in just a moment.
Time fuckery,
Yeah.
Watson.
I just remembered. Yeah, so I probably would have just kind of scooted over and just be like, by the way, really angry kind of spirit thing going on over there. Just
Yeah.
thought I'd let you know.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Tess, while you're here.
Yeah.
I suspect Chrys is about to she's having a bad day, but I suggest it's about to get worse tomorrow.
Why? What? Cause her friend is, with her not as much friend?
Because just before someone bit my neck and turned me into what I am today, I had a choice of that or being dead. And you just go snooping around what we are, and that's what happens now. I mean, I'm not saying that it's for sure, but it's highly probable. And the question is whether Chrys should know about that before she finds out, or whether she should go along expecting it.
We still have time to salvage this, I'm sure. We can certainly fix it. And we'll work on doing that first before we go into last results. Yeah?
Sure.
We know it's a possibility. I'm sure she knows it's a possibility too, that might have to do the not as pleasant thing, or one of the many not as pleasant choices. But
well,
we need to figure out all the facts first, and maybe we can still salvage it.
I don't want to be blunt here, but it's a high probability the facts are just going to present themselves to her face when she doesn't want them to, so... I'm just saying.
She'll be mentally prepared. It's fine. We'll
all right, well,
make sure she's mentally prepared.
Good. And
in a worst case, we'll see if we can get her to consent to Cass doing his whole calm down Wolverine thing.
Yes, the Wolverine Whisperer.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Did the trick on me. Well, I'll leave you to Yeah.
Figure that out.
Will do. So from Marlowe's awareness, anything?
No.
Nothing.
Aside from the people you came here with, there appears to be no one in the immediate vicinity.
I am happy to snoop around the body and then roll terribly to compensate.
Alrighty. What exactly are you looking at the body? Are you looking around the body? Don't forget that there's like scorch marks around it as well.
I'm saying the body and the 6 feet around it, just to footprints, murder weapon, A, what happened to the body? Okay. B, if there's anything obvious around the body. Just the crime scene stuff.
Yeah. So if you're trying to figure out stuff for the body, we'll start off with an intelligence, what's it called? I was gonna say Medicaid. That's not right. Medicine. And for the more what happened in this area, that'll be wits investigation.
That's as good as I can do for that, really.
That is true.
And I am not a coroner. Do I get a CSI bonus for the wits investigation?
Yes.
That is 3 10s.
That is 3 10s.
That is
also
7.
2 1s.
It is. So that's 7.
So we'll come back to that momentarily, because I want to take Cassius through what he has kind of picked up.
Time buggery. Bodgery.
Cassius. Someone has extended time here,
Slowed it down?
Yeah. Everything around is passing at regular speed. However, the decomposition of the body is not.
Someone's trying to mask when this happened.
All right. They making
this is decomposing at a slower rate than it would normally.
All right. Well, it's not like I'm sending it back to the lab, so can you make a guess as to how slow time is? And
Yeah, can I make a guess at when this happened?
Yeah, you can, because you have you roll decent on your time sense. You would say probably about 3 weeks to a month ago.
And just to be clear, this body looks fresh.
Couple of days.
So yeah, I get close and I like test how different things are.
Yeah.
Like I test the speed of time as I get closer, and it slows down incrementally as I get closer. I'm like,
It's actually like very thin film over the body. It is so like it doesn't slowly.
oh, it's just like the barrier.
It's literally like woof. So if you were like to put your hand on it, then your hand.
Yeah,
would
I
go.
dip my finger in the time stream and watch it go.
Yeah, it's to describe it best, I guess, like the rest of you. Actually, it doesn't do much difference for you because you're kindred. You're frozen in time. So you know. You don't age quicker than the tip of your finger, as it were.
This happened about 3 months ago. Or
3 weeks.
someone-
A month.
3 weeks. Oh, 3 weeks to a month.
well, one thing you learn on the job pretty quick is not to believe in coinkydinks. I wonder what happened a month ago.
I see the cogs turning. You try to figure out when the fire event happened.
Yeah, it was more than a month ago, right? Yeah. that
It was
it.
more than a month.
It was
Like 2.
yeah, it was 2 months ago. Not exactly, but close to exactly.
All right. But, well done, Cass. The fact someone wanted to hide it means the time is relevant. Good clue.
You're welcome. You figure out what it actually means, though, because I'm coming at blank.
Well, to figure that out, what we need to figure out is what happened a month ago here, or around here. Well, in the town, you know what I mean. Or in the days after, but you get the general gist of what I'm trying to say is interesting. Look, I know I have a snoop around the body anyway. This witchcraft stuff ain't my cup of tea. So Marlowe is going to snoop about with his roll of 7.
Okay. There are some very old footprints. Look kind of like about like fairly small footprints, I guess you could say. They appear to be made. Yeah, no, you roll pretty damn well. They appear to be made by like maybe flip-flops or something along those type of lines. They don't appear to be like, you know, like proper boots or shoes or anything like that. And as I said, like a pretty small size. Like Sheepy himself is not amazing at shoe sizes. He didn't expect to need to be, but is size 6 quite small for an average person?
I'm a size 6 shoe and I'm 5'6".
5'6".
It's quite petite.
Yeah,
What? I'm like a
5'6"
size
-ish.
fucking like
Amer-
9
yeah.
shoe.
I don't know if Canada's different though. America's
No,
different.
we go
to
by
Britain.
the.
Oh,
Oh wait. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
'cause
not.
We have UK size,
yeah.
which is something
Is it
different.
small enough to imply like child, or is it small enough to imply like dainty lady? Or,
I mean, it
or
could,
somewhere could be either.
yeah, or it could just
Okay.
be a short dude with dainty feet.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, yes, all of the above.
Who could buy size like 6 loafers? Do they exist?
For the Americans, a UK size 6 is a US size 8.
All right.
Okay.
Cass, you pointed out to me time shenanigans. Let me present to you a footprint. Smaller than average. Look here, look close.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this. There's one crime here worse than nearly any other. And that is that I suspect whoever did this was wearing a flip-flop or something like that.
You can murder people in flip-flops?
We're like 50 miles from the beach, Cass. Look, jokes aside, relevant. I'm going to continue to have a little snoop about. But that's one for the notepad. We'll turn you into a detective yet.
A few other things you find as you're looking around. A discarded, like, it looks, you know, Flakes, the chocolate. It looks a bit like one of those, a bit thinner maybe. Just kind of discarded by the edge of a bush.
I will pick it up and see if it is a bit of chocolate flake by smelling first.
It is not. It appears to be like a cinnamon stick.
Cass?
Like one end of it has been kind of like chewed and
Have a whiff.
Okay. Seasoning. Why?
Cinnamon. I don't know. Well, clearly Father Christmas didn't do this, so that's one off the suspects, but look, I don't
Would
know.
have bigger feet.
Exactly. Now you're thinking like a detective. Look, excuse the humour. This is one way to cope with the fact that there is a body in front of us that's been torn to shreds and looks absolutely fucking horrific. So, I'm sorry, but dark puns come with the territory. It's a coping mechanism.
It's easier. Sure.
Right, so, if you see anyone chewing cinnamon, or if you know anyone that does, relevant. Small feet, relevant. 3 weeks ago. Anything else?
Nothing that I can tell. How big are my mage friend's feet? He's not a big person, is he?
not a big person. He's not a big person, but he's skinny and reasonably tall, so he's a bit gangly. He's not tall, but he's like average height.
Unlikely to have size 6 feet then, but not impossible. Okay.
What's going through your head, Cass?
I'm just thinking about Shelby.
All right. This is your
seems
wizard,
to be the
right?
sort of thing that he does. He's a bit of a recluse.
Let me riddle you this, Cass.
Mm-hmm.
If someone was sucking on a bit of cinnamon while doing this, looks like it's chewed. They probably weren't kindred. If they were, they weren't doing it for the taste. Given that we can't taste.
Yeah.
So, given that they weren't doing it for the taste, what was the purpose of the cinnamon? Assuming this was kindred, and if it's this messed up, I'm betting it is.
A distraction from the blood?
I don't know.
You burn cinnamon sticks? No, I have no idea.
Is the burn marks around, do they smell like cinnamon at all, or is there any? No.
There is something else you find.
Okay.
It's not that difficult to find either. It's almost looks like a bullet casing. And then when you get closer down to it, and I assume you want to, tweeze it up or just pick
Oh,
it up.
yeah. Yep.
It is a kind of gold-plated cigarette butt. Basically, it's got like the ends of a cigarette that had been smoked and then
Like a
thrown
cigarette
away.
holder.
Yeah, well, at this point, this is gonna be a weird roll. I'm gonna need to try and figure out what you need to roll for this. Probably politics and intelligence, weirdly, I think.
I'm going to say that Marlowe had a vision very earlier of a man in a gold suit in the same day,
Yeah.
only like 2 hours before this. So I do think that his mind might jump there, but I guess a gold. But yeah, sorry, politics what?
Politics and intelligence, please. You can roll the same, Cassius, if you'd like.
Yeah, Marlowe will
Because-
definitely ask Cass.
Yeah, I see.
Cassius.
There's also a symbol on it, which is
Oh, okay.
which is kind of like a two-headed bird with like very fancy, almost like peacock feathers, and yeah.
Two-headed bird.
Well, it's kind of like a coat of arms type look to it.
Ring a bell, Cass?
No, neither of you really know what it is.
No.
Cassius, maybe there's like a vague kind of, maybe I've seen this sometime, someplace, but
I bet I know someone that does. Old Mr. Kale. He knew a lot of people round about town. I might let you do the talking, mind.
That's fine. As long as you don't think that giving any of this information to Kale will cause problems.
I was thinking along the lines of, here's a cigarette butt. Do you recognise the symbol? Finish.
That's that's fine.
Do we need to look into this anyway? Like, random dead body in the middle of the park?
Yeah. Tess, is there any context for this, or is it just something you found?
Shout Tess
yeah, man.
back over.
Well, considering that our very scent-inclined friend here was super drawn to it way out from the park, I don't know. I maybe not, but it was very, very potent, and just a very strange thing. What did you guys find anyway?
Does this symbol mean anything to you, Tess?
Intelligence politics, please.
Yes. Okay.
Aside from that, do you know anyone with small feet that like cinnamon?
I got a 4.
That's weirdly appropriate. These are Sobrani Black Russian cigarettes. They are one of the more expensive cigarettes in the world. And you've probably seen some posers who are like, they like spend it for, and they like have a case of it because it comes in like a case, and so it's the type of thing which people will buy and then like walk around but not smoke, but have in their hand, being like, "Yo, look at what I've got," but don't smoke it and please don't touch it because they're really expensive.
So I'll pick it up and I'll smell it and I'll just kind of look at the symbol.
It's along with the gold kind of plated butt, as it were.
So Soprani, was it?
Sobranie.
Soprani.
Black Russian cigarettes.
Yeah. These are the poser ass cigarettes that a lot of really misguided people will have and usually not even smoke. So I'm pretty surprised that this one's actually down quite a bit.
Um,
When
But
you say
whoever this
misguided.
belonged to,
Cash.
they're either super rich or they're a fucking poser. But most
Right.
likely they're super rich if they can afford to even smoke one of them.
Good to know.
Hmm.
Marlowe's just going to. Does the body still have a head? I can't remember.
it does, but it's not really. Yeah.
Not too recognisable.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not what any of you recognize.
Okay. I would like to try and smell the hand. If it hasn't aged much, I'd like to smell the fingers. And this is going to be pretty gross, but to try and smell around the mouth just to see if there's any aroma of cigarettes still. I just want to try and distinguish whether this was something they were smoking or the perpetrator.
I'll continue your investigation role in this because this isn't like medical stuff. This is more investigation stuff. You'd also check the hand for signs of like staining from
nicotine, etc.
There's no signs that they're a smoker at all.
Right.
Also, there's no scent of cinnamon either. Just for you.
Nothing on the body.
No.
Right. Okay. Small feet like cinnamon, smokes expensive cigarettes. All right.
Smokes expensive Russian cigarettes.
Yeah, they're
Indeed.
Russian cigarettes.
Indeed.
Hmm.
So someone either likes Russian cigarettes.
Chris,
Let's go to Chris.
hey,
I
does
think
your guy smoke really expensive cigarettes, or is he more like my body's a temple kind of thing?
I didn't really ask him about his habits, Tess.
Oh,
Just kicked my ass and killed me.
he wasn't having a fag beforehand.
We're in a dojo. Why are you asking me about cigarettes?
Don't worry. Idea. Be right back. I'm going to go back to the body.
and I'm
gonna
gonna explain to her why we're doing the cigarette thing.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'll try and do, seeing as the body seems to be in some weird time loop,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and do a premonition while touching the body.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to drag Cass with me and ask him how this time loop works and, what's the deal here.
Okay. Well, specifically from this point, and he puts his hand this close to the body. From this point, within that area of the body, time has been extended and slowed to make it last longer. It's not really a time loop. It's just
Right.
slower time.
Okay. Well, let's give this a go. Rubs his hands for a bit, pointlessly. He's going to put his hands inside wherever Cass has marked out and try to do a premonition.
Okay.
Just to...
You
hey.
succeed. No hunger gained.
That's good, because otherwise we'd be drinking on the way home. And we do a doodah. A doodah. I'm good.
You can reroll or dice if you would like.
I'm going to re-roll one.
Okay.
Because this is he's super into this right now. This is at least a cathartic sort of release for him to just do something that... Never mind.
I mean, he's still got 4 successes.
He got 4 already. Yeah, he got 4. So yeah, he's gonna try and see what he can detect from that.
Okay. Scene shifts to nighttime in some dense woods somewhere. It's snowing. And you can hear a soft thump, thump, thump. A lot like when Gravestone comes out to greet you. That's been enough few times.
Okay.
And as you hear this thump, 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 you kind of look in the direction, You see the moon like full and like lighting up the forest from above, and you see these two like red eyes just glowing in the darkness as the thump 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 comes closer, until it steps out, and you see large chicken legs, probably about like double your height, and moves a bit further as the shadows like recede, and you see a giant chicken, almost as tall as the trees, with a kind of like hooded figure on its back.
Cash your time.
No, wait, before
Sorry,
we
were still going.
No,
okay.
I was giving you a moment to absorb it.
I know, I was
it's
like,
fucking weird.
why is a chocobo here? A giant chocobo.
And then you hear that like it's been complete silence, like a little bit of wind, like drifting the snow as it falls, and you hear like a very kind of echoey. Coming from the chicken.
Coming from the chicken.
Coming from the chicken.
I will. Cash, can I borrow you a mo?
Hey, you wanted to do it.
What else can I tell you? It's...
No, you remember the thing I did earlier? Where we got the gold suit and the
Oh, you told
favours.
me about something I didn't do, yeah.
Yeah, I did some palm reading on this. If I tell you what I saw...
I'm supposed to interpret your dreams.
Well, I'm not paying
I
you,
will
but
try.
look, you know more
Look.
about this being a bit dead thing than I do. It might be relevant. It might not.
If it's more fucking gold suits, then I have no idea.
No, this is far more abstract. I'm starting to wonder if these things are metaphorical. A bit more. How do you feel? Right. But we're going to sit down for this. Now, let's... Okay, so, you know, and I'll go through it.
Yep.
And liken it to Gravestone and sort of explain that, you know, a Gravestone steps out in the woods,
Yep.
situation, and it's not Gravestone, it's a giant chicken.
It's a giant chicken.
Cass
It's as
actually
big as a
laughs.
tree, Cass.
A chicken big as a tree.
If there is a giant wolf in the woods, I've pissed off today, sorry about that, then there is clearly a giant chicken somewhere as well. Apparently, that's what it said.
I mean, the only giant chicken that I know of is only really partly chicken. It's like just the legs, and then there's a shed on top. But
A what?
it's a Russian folk tale called Baba Yaga. It's an old hag who lives in a walking house.
Cassius. Where does that originate from? That tale?
It's from the Urals, probably, that sort of area.
Okay.
All right, so we can go with the metaphor thing, right?
If it's a metaphor, then Baba Yaga is a fairy story intended to scare children.
Right. Well, seeing as we tell stories about Count Dracula.
Oh, fuck.
Right,
Be a
so-
giant chicken in the woods.
Exactly.
I hate you and your bloody premonitions.
I hate me too. But one of them might be useful. Or get us killed. Or both. So, chicken in the woods.
Chicken in the
But clearly
woods.
it's not a chicken. What can you tell me anything about the story?
Oh God, the actual story of Baba Yaga.
I'll look it
I
up on my phone.
I have a specialty in folklore, so Cass would know. Josh doesn't know the full story though.
Brewing potions, stealing children. It changes over generations, and sometimes Baba Yaga's kind of not horrific. Sometimes, basically witchy stuff in the woods, pretty much.
Yeah, sometimes she looks like a tree.
Yeah.
Sometimes she looks like a normal woman. But yeah, she's varies from incredibly evil to benign.
Right.
That's.
Do you reckon you've got a book on this?
A book? Yes, undoubtedly.
Right. Let's get a book on it, because apparently fairy tales aren't fairy tales. I mean, we're here, so why not entertain the fact that Baba Schmugger, whatever you
Baba
said,
Yaga.
that's the Baba Yaga.
The little grandmother.
Yeah, with really expensive tasting cigarettes. That doesn't make sense. Look, I am going to call it a night.
Interestingly,
Yep.
she's a Slavic folklore figure, so
Right.
she comes from Russia. There's a very big, scary-sized arrow pointing to this very specific location.
All right. So,
I mean, she lives in the woods, so
old lady,
maybe something to do with the gangrel.
maybe next time you see a wolf, I'll pass on this, just to spare hard feelings. You could just inquire about if your
Maybe.
wolf has a chicken neighbour. I mean, why not? Today, yeah. Why not?
I'm not going to pass it up. Okay.
This is
fine,
what we
sure,
do now.
I'll
This
ask.
is
I will ask about
vampiric.
giant fucking chicken.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely, absolutely. I am going to go for a walk, and
Should we leave this body here?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I think we should leave it here because it's been here like a month and no one's noticed. And now
How is that?
magic? I don't know.
It's
Is
not.
it particularly well hidden?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Chris smell.
it's pretty well hidden.
How come Chris could smell it, and Gorbin's been banging around here and he couldn't smell it?
Because Gorban is a Ventru, and he doesn't care for anything that doesn't smell like roses, I imagine, or expensive Russian cigarettes.
There aren't
Am I?
that many kindred with like an amazing sense of smell. It's sometimes a few of them can like enhance
All right.
senses, but most of them don't really bother with smell very often. Weirdly,
All right. I wonder if we'll come back to the whole. I'll keep the cigarette for now and stick it in an evidence bag, I guess.
Okay.
Police work when you're dead is a lot more sort of abstract. We could be like the Brothers Grimm.
I think we might already be pretty grim.
All right. Fair point. Sure. I'm going to poke about the body for a little bit. I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, I kind of want to leave, so I'll see if I can deal with Chris.
Yeah.
Have a nice evening.
Yeah, I'll be, give us 10 minutes.
Right,
I would be
I
out
leave
with-
and find Tess and Chris.
Anyway, so that's when like Evan was being really bitchy, and then I had this like whole big thing with Derek. But his girlfriend was really hot, so I ended up actually sleeping with her. Hey, pay attention.
Tell me more about Derek.
No, I was
Why
talking
he
about
was such a-
Vanessa.
Hey, Chris, do you want to go home?
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Don't you want to maybe get a drink or something, Chrys?
I really need to not be here. And yeah, kind of I'm really hungry, but I'm also really stressed and I don't want to be here. So I'm gonna go.
How hungry are you,
Well-
Chrys?
3 dots.
Okay, noted.
Listen, how about we go to hell, get ourselves a nice little snack? Yeah?
How about we go hunting?
I mean, I kind of got in a big issue seeing as how Hayden saw me eating people, so I don't really want to do that right now.
Not people, animals.
I can do that.
Fine.
Let's do that.
You guys go eat your fuzzy. Ugh.
Fuzzy,
I'm
not nearly dead in an alleyway, not robbed by 2 people.
That's low, even for you.
Don't point out that it's fuzzy, okay? Tastes worst.
Okay, well, I'll see you back at home then. I'm gonna go get myself a bite to eat.
Okay. Have fun. Don't kill anyone.
When have I ever killed anyone or anything?
I don't know.
Don't answer that. That question's a lot more great now than it was 2 months ago.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go over to my car and head up to hell.
Yeah. When you get by yourself, just saying that to Chrys flashes you back. Like it has to. You can't avoid
Yeah.
thinking about the rooftop, to be honest.
Yeah.
So you've been avoiding it well.
Yep. Just probably just sit there and just, once she gets to the parking lot of hell, she just kind of like heaves a big sigh and just
Takes like maybe a minute just sitting there, kind of shaking it off almost.
just like, oh my god, everything is so complicated as a kindred. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna go eat. I'm gonna go home, eat a Pop-Tart, pass out.
You're not going to hell?
No. I'm gonna go to hell, eat, hang out with my sisters, and the plan was go back, have a Pop-Tart, and fall asleep. Yeah. If that even happens.
We will see. So as you're walking towards the club, you hear the kind of rhythmic and we will come back to Tess in a little bit. For now, I just want to know what Marlowe's gonna be doing.
Have the others walked away, or are they still there?
They've all headed off in separate directions.
Marlowe is going to sit on the floor with his arms crossed over his knees, just looking at the body for 10 minutes, just to actually start to process what the hell is actually what he was just saying.
Yeah.
Having just been incredibly blasé and having already had a day where he was sort of thinking, okay, well, this is about enough for today.
Yeah.
To now be contemplating that, sure, there's a giant chicken in the woods that's come to shore.
Everyone has to say that at least once in their life. There's a giant chicken in
Yeah.
the woods.
So I think he might actually go wandering around the park a little bit just to see if there's an obvious sign of Gorban.
Okay.
But if there isn't, he'll just go sit on the bridge.
Yeah, there's not, but as you're walking through the woods, you do hear a voice. If you go into the woods today, you're sure for a big surprise. If you go into the woods today, it better be in disguise.
Nice song.
Alright, good.
I didn't bring a picnic. Now, this is Corbin's voice just before Hydra makes a mistake.
Nope.
No, this is my sire. They do sound a bit
They
similar
do sound
in
similar.
my defense.
It is fair. They do sound
Okay,
similar.
I just needed to clarify. Oh, I was looking for Corbin. What are you doing here?
Seems like I turn up every time you can't deal with shit, mate.
How would you deal with a giant chicken that... Well, I don't even know what it is. Fairy tales aren't fairy tales that apparently shred bodies to pieces. This is what did me out of a job in the first place. Well,
Right.
not giant chickens, but...
I mean... Maybe a giant barbecue?
At least you got a sense of humour still. I mean, do you know anything about these Russian fairy tales?
Oh, I mean... Wasn't really my area of expertise, to be honest, but...
What was your area of expertise?
Investigations, murder, solving and causing.
If you... I mean, I've already pissed off one extraterrestrial... Sorry, I don't know what to call you. Well, I know it's a... Yeah, anyway.
You're doing alright, carry on.
If you were really good at figuring out murders, then how come you led me straight to... Well, how come you slipped up?
Everyone slips up.
Yeah,
You did?
I know that. Yes, yeah, I know that. I know that. Yeah. So what murders were you specialising in? What were you up to exactly? I know no one ever told me any of this.
And you never looked into it,
No.
because you probably were freaking out too much about being turned against your will.
Yeah. Kind of a taboo thing, you know.
I mean, depends
Being
how you
not
look
dead,
at it.
then a bit dead, then yeah, sure.
The problem
Alright.
is you've never really come to terms with it, have you?
In a word, no.
You
Not
broke
really.
down, you became another person, you kind of gave up all control, all hell broke loose, people died.
Yeah. Things went downhill.
I mean, you know.
Sure. So I've pissed off a spirit in the woods today. I've investigated a dead body. I've had several visions of things to be. There's a giant chicken in the woods. Let's throw on top some Sire issues. Where do I start?
You might start by accepting that this is how things are gonna be, mate. Instead of being surprised and worried and all scared of the occult and shit, you are occult, mate.
Yes, I am one of the things that goes bump in the night, supposedly.
How about you start utilizing your previous skills and start transferring them over into this occult shit that's going on? You don't need to know about occult shit to find out about occult shit.
Well, alright.
Walk your
Oh.
beat. Talk to people. Make contacts. Figure out who knows what. You know the drill.
Funny you say that. I was looking for Corbin so I could talk to him. Have you seen him?
Corbin's a pissant.
Helpful.
He wouldn't know anything.
Who would?
Take your pick, mate. Anyone interested in the occult, anyone with a little bit of experience and learning. Last time Corbin picked up a book, he tried to fucking eat it.
All right. Well, seeing as I'm not exactly the social butterfly in the world of the dead, who's the nearest bookworm, you know? I've tried Cassie, wasn't much help.
That would have been my suggestion.
Yeah, well, we can turn it to the books. All right, well, to the books. Why not? Are you really dead?
No response.
Yeah. Is this like a Malkavian thing, or...? Alright then, that's the end of my lucky dip. I'll see you next time I'm having a breakdown, I guess. I'm going to walk away from wherever he is.
I mean, he's... You never, like, turned around to look at him or anything, so he's just gone.
Yeah, okay. Marlowe will kick leaves around in the park unnecessarily as he walks back and sort of thrash around like not a really angry 2-year-old, but just a slightly moody teenager, sort of just unnecessarily kicking things.
Yeah, taking a mini frustration out on...
Like, I hate today. Just...
Yeah.
Today needs to end, and tomorrow needs to be far simpler. And he'll just head back to the coterie.
I mean, to give you an idea of how badly today's gone for Marlowe in terms of, like, in-game day, he's had 2 visits from his sire so far.
Yeah. Yeah. And two dead bodies as well.
And 2
One
dead
that he
bodies
fed
as
to a
well.
wolf that he pissed off. And then, yeah, it's all in all, it's just a mess.
And some very strange and confusing visions as well.
Yeah. So, apparently he's now... Yeah, the best way I can put it is that he's now one of the Brothers Grimm.
Yep.
Well, he's heading that way anyway.
Would you like to head back to your cinema instead? Because you're actually on the right side of the river for it.
I could... Sure.
Your reason for, like, not being there is semi-disappeared?
Yes, I was just coming to terms with the fact that
Yeah.
the tapes hadn't been cashed in, so therefore things are a bit quieter. So, sure. Yeah, he's not expecting whoever has the tape to just randomly hand it in. That would seem completely contrary to what Clay did and why. So, yeah, he'll go to the theatre.
Would you like to... Also, you have a bit of time. Like, it's not super late. Would you like to spend, like, a little bit of time just scoping out the Blessed Territory? It's just something you could...
If it's not that late, then yes.
Yeah, it's just something you could make a start on. Like, it's not going to produce any fruit, most likely, for a while. But,
Yeah.
Unless you have something specific you want to do.
No, he is going to be super curious about the dude and why he went to the puzzle box. Did he get a name for the guy? He got his file from Lamia's.
I think there was a name, but off the top of my head, I don't remember. I'd have to...
No, that's fine. Okay.
My notes have gone pretty deep at this point. I have to, like, dive into them.
Let's just say he has, like, an alias for this guy to refer to him, at least. Like, have you seen so-and-so?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, he'll go sit outside the puzzle box. He might go pick up the Winnie wagon first, and then sit outside in the Winnie wagon.
That would be better. Yeah, like wandering in would be.
Yeah. He'll like park up somewhere and just watch the entrance and just take note of who goes in and out.
I assume you don't want to send word ahead that you're heading into the territory to... Yeah,
nah.
That's fine. Okay. Noted. And we'll shift over I'm assuming Cass and Chrys are heading into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Are we staying on Gorbin's side of the river, do you think? Chrys is just...
You can jump over the stepping stones,
Yeah.
the shortcut if you want to. But there's woods on this side too, so.
Cass is just sort of heading in a general direction, but if Chrys has better ideas, then he's going to follow her.
We're kind of near both like the bridges anyway, so I think we'll cross over and go through
cross
ours.
over then.
Okay.
Yeah, leads her to the forest, and then it's like, cool. Let's find something.
Okay. Are we going running? Are we doing the
Sneaky. Sure.
like animal voodoo? But
How easy do you want it to be? Because I could just...
I feel like running will be nice.
Let's do that then. I'm gonna call. I think I left Conan at the pet shop, so gotta bring him with me.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you kind of like pass by, and you don't
Patting
even.
Conan as we walk, like.
Yeah, he's kind of loping in between you both.
Yeah. Cass just runs into the woods.
Oh.
Ha!
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Okay. And Chrys is gonna run as well then.
All right.
Fine.
And you're
we go.
looking for something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We all
Okay.
zoom in.
Zoom.
Go here, I think. So, I will require. I think. Most likely, I don't think animal feral whispers would work in this instance, just because you're looking for animals as opposed to.
Yeah, I'm not calling them with my powers.
So I'd say probably intelligence animal ken will set you off in the right direction of where to search.
Sure.
Should I bother rolling?
3, 5.
Oh, is that a crit?
That's a crit.
It's a crit. Okay. You can re-roll if you want, but
I'm not gonna.
yeah, no. You pick out an area which you haven't been to for a while, but you know is frequented by. I'm assuming you're wanting to go for something a bit bigger, like deer, as opposed to the rabbit types.
Badger plus.
And Chrys, roll me a. I think it's. Oh, what is it? Is it wits awareness?
Survival? Depends.
For your bloodhound.
Oh, then I will quickly check.
I think it's.
Resolve awareness.
Resolve awareness. Yeah, roll me a resolve awareness.
There's remorse there.
Roll me some remorse. You feel bad about
Lots.
killing Bambi.
She does, probably, at this point.
Okay, you can re-roll 3 if you'd like.
I think no. I think she's just hungry right now, and she's been using a lot of willpower today.
It will have reset from the last.
Well, okay. I wasn't sure because it wasn't overnight.
Yeah. No, willpower resets from session to session.
Okay,
Although
that's fine.
at this point, the rate we go through days, we may have to revisit it. I don't know. So yeah.
Then yeah, no, I'll re-roll 3
okay.
then. Sorry. Oh, one more success so far.
As you're going, you pick up scent of with 4 successes. It seems to be like a small grouping of like deer with a couple of stags.
I think Chris isn't necessarily going to say anything. It's almost like a game that we've not agreed to have.
Yep.
Who can find it first? So she's just like, and just off. Like a shot.
In that case, seeing as you're being all competitive and shit, Cassius.
Mm-hmm.
Wits animal Ken, please.
Okay.
And you can take your animal Ken dog bonus because
Hunting with a dog.
you are hunting with a dog.
That is 4.
You may re-roll if you like. Well, 2 dice.
Right now, he's not gonna.
Yeah. You also beat Chrys.
Oh, do I?
Oh no! Actually, you got equals.
Yeah.
So you both like react at the same time as like Conan pricks up his ears and looks in a direction. Like Chrys like moves at the same time you do as you both realize like the direction and the location of these this herd. In which case, I just realized something. I wonder if it's gonna happen. In which case, we'll have a to begin with. We'll go with dexterity athletics, please.
God damn it.
Sorry, Cass.
I mean, Chris has been rolling really poorly, so
Yeah.
You're not. It's gonna have to roll well to beat me.
No.
4 out of 6.
One. Out of
one.
One dice.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Cass. It's really unhealthy.
I mean, you know, it's
He's just slow as all.
slower. But I mean, you know, there are ways to make people slower than you.
Oh, I could. Do you wanna experience time dilation like that corpse you just found?
It really depends on how mad you want Chris to be today.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But it would be funny.
Chris kind of shoots off quicker. You can also roll for Conan as well.
Ooh, yeah, Conan's gonna be significantly better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Conan. Gets 2.
Yeah.
And a bunch of ones.
So yeah, Chris kind of you all move at the same time, but Chris just rockets forward like and would you like to roll further because it's going to turn into strength athletics?
I mean, at this point, she probably gets there fast.
Yeah, okay. So Chris, as you get there like a good length ahead of dog and man, you have a moment where you can, as they start to move, you can kind of pick out which one you'd like. Just for your information, the bucks smell better than the deer.
Yeah, I think she's probably going to go for the nearest buck if there's a couple of them.
Yeah, let's do it.
And try and... It's not going to be smooth in the least. She's just going to try and tackle it to the ground like
Okie dokie.
the weirdest hunt ever.
That will be a strength brawl, please.
Okay.
Yeah, strength brawl. And
Do I get...
you do get your bonus for grappling. Because as far as I can tell, you're pretty much just gonna jump on the damn thing and be like, rawr.
That's the plan. Just out of nowhere, tackle. It's on the ground. She got
Yeah.
3.
Okay. Would you like to reroll?
I
Actually,
can
you can.
only reroll 1, so.
Yeah, you can wait to see if it will make a difference.
Ooh.
In this instance. Nope. It's fine. So you just jump on the back of this buck, and like as it's starting to run away, you just like tumble it to the ground, kind of like rolls over a couple of times, and then immediately like you got your iron grip and you just sink your teeth in, and you're going. Cassius.
Mm-hmm.
They've started to run as you kind of like break into the clearing.
Yeah, I know.
And
I'm
Chris
not-
has already like jumped on one and it's
Just having a snack.
yeah.
I'm not going to be able to outrun a fucking deer because I am not like beast girl here. So
Because Conan rolled a bit better than you, he'll have a moment to be able to kind of hobble or take one down if you like.
yeah, I think I'll command Conan to like either get it by the ankle or the neck.
Okay.
Should I roll brawl for that or
Yes.
okay? Go Conan. Good boy.
Okay,
4.
that's 4. That's have a look. See, that's 3. So yeah, as they take off, are you just kind of letting him go for the nearest one, or are you going for the other buck?
He's probably gonna. Oh, he needs. He also needs to sort of take care of the forest, so he's not going to take down both bucks because that
Yeah.
seems like a bad idea. So
Okay.
he's going to take the other one, like one of the
Doe.
easiest ones.
One of the
Yeah,
closer does.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of flashes as you get there, and you're kind of obviously not out of breath, but you're kind of like, wow, everyone's so much faster than me.
Everyone needs to just chill out, man.
Yeah,
Slow down
you're-
to my speed.
You're probably taken back to your time in North America,
Mm-hmm.
where they would very often like just go on a long run across the wilderness, and you were always the last one to get anywhere.
Outpaced.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As Conan has it, and like starts to bring it down, Cass is going to be there and also tackle it and start feeding.
Okay. For both of you, you can Chrys, you can take off 2 dots.
Ooh.
Cassius, you can take off a dot. And then you get to the end, where you feel their life end. Would you like to kill them off, or would you like to do the traditional stop there and...
Cass isn't going to kill him,
Okay.
or his, but he's interested to watch Chrys.
Yeah, so you kind of just take what you need and then get up, and it kind of like does the baby giraffe just being born of like get up and like staggers
Wobbles
about a
around.
little bit, and then yeah goes on more of a direct course, legging it away.
Does Chrys kill it? Is a question of the day.
Hmm. You weren't starving or anything. It's not something
No.
you have to do, so
She's just been having a really bad day.
yeah.
And it was competition. I think having seen Cass's deer run off, she'll be like, okay, maybe I should.
It's probably a moment where it's like
Like,
the contemplation is there. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe like the fangs come out and the feeding stops, but you've still got it like locked in, and you're like, and then just let it go.
But then the other one ran away. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chrys is just still going to be sat on the floor, like probably covered in leaves.
And dirt and mud.
I
Yeah.
know.
Grass stains.
Feeling any
Well,
better?
I'm feeling less hungry now. And I did win the race, so it's two good things.
Oh, it was a race.
Obviously, like that's when we go hunting together. That's
So competitive. Okay, fine. I mean, you know how fast I am now, so that's...
oh, was that how fast you always go? Is that like was that you were trying?
I was running, sort of.
Okay. Well, at least if we get attacked by a bear, I know I'm not going to be last.
If we get attacked by a bear, we're having bear for lunch.
I wonder what bear tastes like.
If we ever go back to, or I ever go back to America, maybe we can find out.
Maybe. Yeah.
Cassius. You probably would have eaten bear before.
Oh, would I?
Hmm.
Oh, then I'm
So,
like, it's a little gamey.
smoky.
No.
It is. Still smoky.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to fix today. Really, to be honest.
Well, you've demanded to go and see your sire, which is a good step.
I don't think that was a good idea.
Might not be a good idea, but it's the most direct route to finding a solution for your friend.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, what in the... Why would he take... Oh, god damn it.
Your friend was the kid I met in that alleyway who beat up a couple of guys, right? So if he's crime fighting...
Well,
He-
I saw him yesterday and he shouted at me, after the Lamia thing. And he basically accused me of maybe killing his parents who died. And then okay, look, it's not my fault, but it probably doesn't help some of the stuff that he did. He thinks there's like a Russian conspiracy, and he was looking into them, and then he kind of saw us hunting, but he thought we were mugging people. And to be fair, I did steal someone's wallet to cover the fact that Tess nearly killed a guy, but he was totally fine when we left.
Jesus.
But then Aiden said that he went to the hospital. It's been a hard day.
That sounds like an incredibly hard day. And just going through Cass's mind, it's just like, this boy is a masquerade bridge, this boy is a masquerade bridge, this boy, oh, fuck.
Okay,
But I mean, so I don't really know why. I don't really know why Vasily took him, but maybe it could be, he was kind of very close to finding out that Kindred exists, but also he was kind of quite close to finding out Russian stuff, which is probably worse, maybe. And I tried to dissuade him, and I guess I don't really know what's going to happen when we see him next, because frankly, Vasir is not subtle. And that's not good for your health as a human.
So what do you think's happened to him?
I'm just not thinking about that yet. Because Vlad said he's fine, and so it's fine.
Did Vlad say he was fine?
Mm-hmm. Better be fine.
He might not be dead. But it seems like he's gonna be in trouble no matter how quickly you get to him.
I know. And then we can't even see him until tomorrow. And then what am I going to do about his sister?
Oh, fuck. The kid has a sister? Oh, Jesus. Look. We are all very fucked up. But your friend is someone who we can take care of. We might be able to get him out of this intact.
I was hoping to before, and just I don't know if I can deal with Vassia. Like I haven't really had much to compare with as a kindred for reals, apart from Lamia. She was soft and surprised.
She was very soft.
And I don't think that I'm going to be able to rip Vassi's arm off, and I don't really know that I want to, because that was all horrible overall.
It's okay, you don't have to fight him. But as I'm very slowly figuring out, sires have plans for us. So you either have to deal with them or make your own plans.
Well, I was planning on, it was a little bit, it was a bit melodramatic. I was like, oh, I'm going to kill him. But I guess I didn't really totally think it through all the way. And he is really tall. And everyone seems to get on well with him, which is kind of weird. And I don't know what to think about that, but now he's got Aiden, and so if
People
he's
like
done
him
anything
because
to
he's
Aiden,
useful. Chrys, I envy your dedication to avoid hurting people. It is a luxury that very few people, very few kindred have. So please, for the love of God, hold on to it. Because I've done some horrible things in the name of my clan or my sire or the Masquerade, and it has hurt me so much. So I will come with you, and I will make sure you get your friend back. But please, for the love of God, don't fuck this up and kill someone because you're angry.
I'm trying to hold it together. And most of the time I can. So, but I appreciate you coming with me, because that, I'm gonna need it, I think.
It's okay. You'll be safe. And he puts out his arms for a hug. Like, no? Too much? Okay.
Chrys just slaps one of their hands like a weird high five, like,
Way
okay,
to
good
make
talk.
it awkward.
Yeah. My deer was bigger than your deer?
Yep. Yeah, it was. I could have won the race, by the way. But I
Okay.
chose not to.
Yeah, I believe you.
Next time you go bounding off like that, at least let me know I'm in a race.
It's always in a race.
It's always a race. Okay, fine. Next time, no holds barred.
I'm a racer right now. And she's going to zip off back as though she's running towards town.
Yeah. Hopefully you're both okay with it. I'm not going to force a roll on this one because I feel like you know how it's gonna
Cass
go.
does not win. Cass doesn't win.
Yeah, I know.
He's slow.
Yeah.
Like,
Cassius.
mm-hmm.
It's been an interesting few days for you.
Yeah.
For now, this doesn't affect your humanity, but just for a note for through the future, you have an investment in Chrys retaining her humanity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the pure fact that you completely chickened out of telling her about the Labia stuff.
I was going to, and then we got
Yeah.
distracted. Yeah.
Well, it also, at that point, it just would have been so janky and like, you know, awkward and like a mess up. I'm actually counting it in Cass's favor in terms of like humanity and etc.
It would have been like, hey, so that thing
Yeah.
that you're really, really worried about, that murder stuff, don't worry, I've done it before, it's easy.
I'm just taking this as a note for going forward. It's basically like it would have been laying on like piling on top of Chrys all of the problems and all of the issues that she's not ready to deal with. And
Got that right.
it would have been easier for Cassius, but he didn't do it. So basically what I'm saying here is, in this instance, he put someone else's priorities over his own. So, as a note.
Not
It was
an
a nice-
arsehole.
It was a
very
nice
low-
moment
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It's a very low bar for like, don't be an arsehole.
in VTM.
Yeah.
It's a very low bar in VTM. Alright.
Yeah. Do you want to go back to the pet place, or I
She's-
wanted to do some library research? Do you want to read some books?
I'm assuming she's just been sat waiting at the edge of town while you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm just like, do you want to read some books?
Are they going to help?
Maybe. With
What
this
kind of books?
fairy tales, sort of folklore.
No, it's not very helpful.
Have stuff on vampires.
Like real ones or
Yeah, sort of.
okay?
Maybe.
I mean,
Then there's the stuff we stole.
which
Oh,
time?
those are back at your place, instantly.
Yeah. Books. Very
Well,
fancy books. Old books.
Okay. Well, I guess so. What time is it? Like, how long? Because yeah, it's been a long day. And then Danny is messaging me at, when her uncle picks her up, and then at midnight, obviously, we need to be meeting Vlad again.
Mm-hmm.
So, what time is it? Because yeah,
I tell her the time.
Yeah. It's at 3 a.m. You've got a good, like, 3 to
Been
4 hours.
3 a.m. for a while.
I can't remember what the time was when you were last.
It was 3 a.m.
Oh, it was 3 a.m. last time?
Yeah,
Then,
last
yes, it probably would be closer to, like, 5 a.m., which means you got, like, an hour to maybe 2 before you have to, dip.
Well, can we read back at home because I'm a bit.
Oh, sure.
I'm ready for
I'll
a
grab
sleep
some
soon.
stuff from, and then come back. Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to help carrying anything, or I mean, you can't run very fast, so.
I'm slow. I'm not weak. Don't look at me like that.
Is that a yes or a...
Sure, let's go together.
Which books are you taking?
I'm taking some on Russian folklore, and I am taking some on vampire stuff for Chrys, and anything tangentially related to the books I stole from the Tremere.
I was like, do not give Chrys that a focal book.
Yeah.
Russian one, do not.
So...
I give you your Russian for Dummies book.
That's back at the Haven. Probably in a
Fine.
bin now.
I've honestly.
Believe it's in here. So yeah, you have the book written in Ogham,
Yeah.
which you haven't managed to translate yet.
No.
The notes written in Gothic, which you have translated but appear to also be in code.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You have the scroll in ancient Greek on papyrus, which purports to be able to open a door to the underworld.
Let's not play with that one.
It's simple. Blow this horn.
You also have the Picatrix, which is the one that's written in Arabic and titled the Giyat al-Hakim.
Yeah, and that's the one where I learned about the Banu Hakim, right?
Yes. It's
Okay.
also the one that... Oh, no, sorry, actually, that's not the one that has the... Wow, I get too nerdy with this shit. The one you learned about the Banu Hakim in is...
Oh no, that was Solani's Fables.
Yes, Sarani's Fables. Also written in Arabic, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But the Picatrix dates back to the 11th century and is about 400 pages of astrological theory, along with spells, incantations to channel occult energies of planets and stars to achieve power and enlightenment.
Ooh.
And then you have the French 9th century text, Helios and Luna, which is the story about the sun and the moon gods.
Cool.
Yep, super massive nerd, it's fine. Way too much detail about everything, and sure. And this is the point where Tash is like, man, I wish I had like an intelligence-y character who likes to read.
I know. So which ones are we taking back? Because I don't really want to sleep in the woods.
I mean, ideally, I would want to read all of them now, but obviously that's impossible. So I'm going to stick with the Russian, the folklore, and the. You know what? I will take a look at Helios and Luna. Why not? I think that's in English, right?
French.
French.
You speak
oh,
French.
Well, yeah, the one that I can actually read.
Give me know you translated one of them. The scroll in ancient Greek, I believe, was translated.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just stick with Helios and Luna,
And which can I read?
And I take out an old leather-bound book that says vampire on it, but spelled with a Y, and boom.
To every generation is born a slayer.
Yeah.
I think I've seen reruns of this.
No, this is some basic stuff. You probably covered most of it, having experienced it, but it might fill in some gaps. I think it's got some Gangrel specific stuff in there. Maybe.
Oh.
It could also be about other clans. It's not particularly specific, but you'll deal with it. You're a smart
Okay.
girl.
Thanks. Chris is gonna pick it up and be like, I'm just gonna start reading this then.
You want to read about Gangrel, or is this just kind of like a little diatribe on the clans, pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she'll kind of look to the Gangrel stuff first, but it's gonna be like generalized looking after as well.
Okay.
So I'll have a flick through because I doubt it has a table of contents and page numbers.
Not so much.
So she's kind of flicking through trying to find just looking, but also kind of looking for the Gangrel stuff.
Yeah, you come across a passage. The least intelligent of all the kindred clans, the Gangrel, are known for their bestial natures and their loner tendencies. They're often found in the woods hunting animals, like beasts.
One time. She says it out loud.
Yeah, I did that one time!
This book's rude, Cass.
It's old. They often are.
Hang out with
Also,
people all the
probably the author didn't think any Gangrel would read it, so...
I mean, they don't read, so. Ugh, fine. Is there more on the Gangrel General? Or is it just that? That's it.
It talks about their abilities, sometimes turning into mist, sometimes seeping into the ground, shifting, some prowess with animals, and a tendency to gather together in packs and get nothing done because they argue all the time.
I get loads done.
You found something interesting?
This, whoever wrote it is way harsh on Gangrel.
Makes sense.
Why? Who were they?
I don't know. It doesn't say, but it's
Oh.
probably old and musty. But this section here, it's like references to vampires, so you might be able to find more if you want.
Is that you like gesturing at books on the?
Yeah, gesturing at like
Oh.
part of the
Books
rest of the
there.
library.
Oh God. I mean, I've not had this one yet. Can I just start with this one first? Or
Yeah, sure.
that's a lot. Was one written by a Gangrel? That'd be nice.
You might. Oh, so this is just me fanboying, but I'll send you a private message.
Ooh.
Sorry, not for Tash, but for Sheepy.
Wow.
Ooh!
Fine.
Gets a message.
Wow. It's okay, Tash. I'll send you fangirl stuff. Don't worry.
It's fine.
Like dice things or whatever.
Oh, I am having a delivery very soon.
Ooh. You'll have to DM me about it.
There you go.
Oh, he doesn't really get into politics, does he?
Not intentionally,
No. It would probably,
but like sort of does, yeah, because of
you know,
what he-
you know what? For the funsies, let's say you have a reasonably short book about his exploits in the western part of the USA in the 90s. Investigating some occult things, and it goes into a little bit into the politics of that whole happening.
Okay. So, Chrys,
Mm-hmm.
you want to hear about a very cool gangrel? This fella here, I don't know if he's still alive, but he's been all over the place and is very smart. I put a small book into your hands that's not that old. It just says, hang on. By Cuthbert Beckett.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I've got 2. And I've got plenty to read now. Hopefully this one's nicer about...
It's called There and Never Going Back Again.
I heard he was a massive dickhead, but he did some cool stuff and knows about the occult a lot. Or like, he claims. Big asterisk there. He thinks he knows a lot. I had disagreements on some stuff, but it's honestly not that important.
So, it's okay. It's just because I shouldn't take that as learning about the occult then, because I don't want to, like, learn wrong things.
You'll do fine.
Okay.
This
I'm just gonna read the first one first.
my experience with the occult is that it's a loosely defined set of guidelines, and not everyone follows them because they disagree, and depending on their viewpoint they approach the same ritual or whatever from different directions and achieve similar results at different costs because they're all fucking idiots. Greed. That's what the occult is.
Okay.
Guidelines about how to be greedy.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna try it out, so I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any of the things if they're written in Latin. That's generally one of the rules I follow.
I can't speak Latin. Just
It'll be written in English.
okay, so just don't read it out loud. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how you end up with demons.
What? There's not demons. You're just taking the piss now.
Cass shrugs like he's making a joke, but secretly he doesn't know that he's not making a joke.
Mm.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm not messing with demons. I have enough with freaking Kindred, so yeah, I appreciate it. I'm just gonna, yeah, I think I'll read the other one first and then see.
And Cassius, what are you you're going over the folklore stuff?
He's going over, yeah.
You'll basically get backstory.
Yeah.
A few different kind of like.
Different stories, different versions.
Yeah, he'll get the main one, which is the house on legs, and you know all that type of thing for Baba Yaga. But also some like a bit more obscure versions of the story that.
But mainly it doesn't track with the entire giant chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't, except for the fact that the house is on chicken legs.
Chicken legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, as we leave this very cozy image of 2 people just reading books, one of whom is probably using their finger to read, let's switch over
Stupid.
to a different place. a different time, and well, not that much of a different time, but. Oh, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna click clack on in?
Click clack on in.
Obviously obviously the bouncers are just gonna let you in. So.
Now I'll just walk in and
Doesn't seem to be a theme or anything tonight. It's just people dressed decently and everything.
Yep, I'll just go up to the bar, grab a drink, see if I can see either of my sisters.
Davina's on the little raised platform area, sitting there by herself in her chair. She's
Is
already
there room.
She's already
for other
like.
people?
Huh?
Is there room for other people up there?
Yeah. There's no
Okay.
chair, but there's room for other people.
Like, because it's a raised dais kind of thing, right? Like she just kind of sits on it. All right. Well, I'll go up
But
to there.
it's kind of like a raised platform dais with a chair on it. But yeah, there's enough room on the dais for other people on that.
I'll go to the base of the platform and I'll just kind of look up. I'll be like, "Hey,
Hello.
how's it going? How you been?"
It's kind of loud in here, by the way. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just be like I'll point to maybe one of the more empty kind of corners or whatever.
She kind of like beckons you closer, and you kind of move into earshot, and you hear her say, "Office."
And I'll go over to where the office is. Yeah.
And she comes with you, and like the door closes, the music gets a little bit muffled.
Hi, and I'll go in and I'll give her a hug and everything.
Tess.
Or I'll attempt to give her a hug.
Hello. And she like
Hey.
brings you in and gives you a squeeze.
So, club's going well. I was in the area. Thought I'd stop in for a drink.
I was hoping to see you soon. I'm glad you have come. And she goes over to the couch in her office instead of like the desk and chair, and just kind of sprawls on it and puts her hand her fingers to her bridge of her nose, just in a kind of like, it's been a long day.
Yeah,
kind of gesture.
I'll sit kind of on the couch with her and just kind of like pat my legs, just to be like, yeah, put your feet up kind of thing.
She actually shifts over and lays her head down on your lap.
Oh. So, what's been going on?
Leah.
Leah? What about her? What's she done? Did she get in trouble?
With me, yes.
What'd she do?
I objected to her bringing people back for the night.
Kine?
So she is in timeout right now.
Time out. How did you get her to stay in one place?
She is currently locked in a, well, you might call it a cell.
You didn't, like, stake her or something, did you?
No. I would
Oh,
never do
gosh,
that.
okay.
But I needed a night of peace. I love our sister dearly. However, one more day of her irrepressible energy and enthusiasm, and I may very well have staked her just to get some peace.
God, you should have seen her when she was human. Always bouncing around like a puppy, that one. But if you want, I could take her off your hands for a little bit.
Yes, please.
I figured that's probably why you wanted to see me, huh?
I will not say it is the only reason, but I would be lying if I did not say it was in the forefront of my mind currently.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. I've dealt with her before. I can make the puppy run a little bit till she tires herself out, at least for a bit.
Good luck. She tired out all of my boys.
I bet. What were the other reasons you wanted to see me?
Just the meeting. I have expanded, as a nature, of course, and of necessity, I have expanded the territory of Hell a little bit further out.
Oh, very nice.
Well, I do not really care that much. I just don't want the others encroaching upon Hell so easily. So I push out a little bit, and it means I have better warning when someone is coming my way.
Yeah, you need a little padding, I guess.
As with many things in my life currently, I just need a little breathing room.
No kidding. Has anyone been bothering you?
Aside from our dear sister, no one. Not yet. It doesn't hurt to be prepared.
Well, I could tell you that Talia was mighty interested in chit-chatting with you at the meeting. I don't know if you've ever gotten that actual chat with her.
An
But
invitation has been extended.
very curious. So, I know that your territory is right above good old Calig's, so I still think there's something there, honestly.
Calig I do not mind too much.
No?
As much, let me say. He's more simple. Well, he's a man. So
yeah. No, I can relate. What about the blessed beside you? Because I know they're on the other side. They're a little much from what I've heard.
they do not seem to have much of a presence or interest in this side of the river. I think if I wanted to, I could probably push them out.
Oh. Really?
However, I have no real interest in that. All that is over there is a bit of residential housing and church.
Might be worth putting Leah in that territory and giving her to church. Well.
I think it failed the first time. I don't really want to try again now.
Yeah. Catholic school, am I right?
I never attended.
Don't. Yeah, don't ever. No. Seems to have the opposite effect on a person, generally. But anyways. I'm debating, this is out of character, I'm debating whether or not to tell her about Lamia's little square of the oasis. But have you heard from Lamia since the meeting?
I have not. We do not tend to keep in contact if we can avoid it.
Oh, just you're not a fan of her?
Intelligent, cunning, manipulative. Again, if she was a man, there probably wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I don't know. I find it very odd that. Well, and normally she pings me every so often, but she hasn't actually messaged me at all, which, you know, it's more curious than anything. But I don't know. I was expecting maybe a follow-up about the car centerpiece or something, but nothing.
Her head turns in your lap to look up at you. What's wrong?
I guess, I didn't realize how manipulative she was until recently,
I don't think it is Lamia you want to be talking about with me.
I don't know. Like, what? Why? What do you think I want to talk about? Because there's a lot going on, Davine.
Your problem doesn't seem to be romance. Not currently. It's more turgid than that. There's something mixed in.
What do you know of Nathan Fortuna?
Very little, aside from everyone says that he is all about humanity and looking after, making sure no one hurts the humans in his area of influence.
I met with him.
Oh.
Recently. After the meeting, he left me with the Clementine that he brought along.
Is that the young lady I saw at the party with you?
Yeah. He offloaded her onto me. She was so brain dead off of basically being fed upon. I didn't know what to do with her. What do you do with a human that, if they return to the way that they can go about their life again, they'll remember everything that happened to them. And they'll either go crazy or break the masquerade, or worse, like try to kill Kindred.
She breaks eye contact and kind of turns her head back to where it was before, looking away from you, basically. Kind of horizontal. Well, it depends a little bit on the situation, but the best answer for the human in question would be to find someone with the right ability, the right talent to be able to wipe everything completely. However, I think in this city you would find it very rare.
Oh, you are brilliant. And I just give her a kiss on the forehead, and I'm like, you are so brilliant. Oh my gosh, you are... God, I'm so glad we're sisters. Okay. Where is Leah?
She is in a holding cell.
Just bring me to her. It's,
Okay.
Actually, can I feed first? So that she doesn't at least interrupt that.
Of course.
Oh, thank you.
I will go. I stay here. I will send someone in to.
Thank you. The boy's fine, by the way. Whichever one.
It may have to be one of my bar staff.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Are the bar staff cute?
I try to keep them relatively good looking, but all of my boys are indisposed at the moment.
Because of Leah?
They're
I'm
either
assuming.
drained or drained, yes.
Ooh. By Leah? No.
Mm,
Who else are you feeding?
just me and her.
So, are you, like, is she that hungry?
No, she also insists on taking them out for walks. And, yes, there's a
Rides, I'm guessing?
she hasn't, but then again, she has... She took Brad on a run around the city twice.
Did she?
Mm.
Did she tell you where she's going?
Around the city for a run.
That's it?
Boundless energy.
Huh.
I will go get your food.
Thank you.
And
Alright.
because this is not really like a difficult feeding, I won't require a roll or anything. What's your hunger at?
3.
Okay. Yeah. One of the bar staff comes in. It is not really sure what to expect, but you know, your wiles and the fact that Davine's orders are pretty much gospel around here mean that you can go back down to 1 hunger.
Perfect. Okay. And once I'm done, then I will, I'll go out and be like, all right. Show me where our dear sister is being held.
Of course.
I can't promise how long I'll take her off your hands, but I will certainly try to...
Maybe long enough to make up for one of my bar staff being woozy for the night or two.
I can do that.
Thank you. And she like takes your hand and like pulls you through back door, through a few kind of like little corridor bits, and then as you get closer, you hear kind of like a reasonably soft like bang 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 of kind of a metal door. And then you come up to basically like, you know, kind of insane asylums and those type of places. It's that kind of like metal door where it's just like, no one's allowed
It's
out.
almost like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's almost like one of those like cold rooms kind of thing. Yeah, I'll ask Davine, how long has she been in here?
A day.
All right, I'll knock on the door. Leah.
You can let her out. I am going to make myself scarce for a while.
No problem.
And she leads in for a hug again, and then heads off.
Do the kiss on both cheeks thing, and yeah. Hey, this is still through the door.
Yeah, you could hear kind of like the banging against the thing, but if you probably have to shout to actually be heard.
Leah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you out for a bit.
Why?
Because I came by for a drink and found out that you've been not very cooperative.
That's not true.
Well, then you better enlighten me.
Let me out first?
No.
Oh. Please?
No.
Okay, so maybe I got a little bit out of control.
Mm-hmm.
But in my defense...
Mm-mm. How did you get out of control?
I may have broken one of Davide's boys.
Which one?
Brad?
How did you break him?
I kind of fed on him a bit.
A bit?
Bit.
A bit too much?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made him run around the city twice.
Why did you make him run around the city?
I wanted to run.
Oh my fucking god. I let her out.
Hello?
Hey. You dumbass motherfucker. Don't pull that with me. I know you're not sad. Come on.
Okay, fine. Where are we going?
Out.
Oh, going back to yours?
Maybe.
Ooh, okay.
Grab your stuff. Let's go.
I really have any stuff.
You don't have like a change of underwear or something? Like,
Can I borrow yours?
no.
Well, then fine. I'll go find my own.
No. Ugh, for fuck's sake. Okay, just fine. We'll get you new underwear. Clearly you are.
It's kind of late. I don't think
Not
I would...
now. No.
okay.
Ugh, fuck's sake. Okay, just let's go. Come on.
Okay. Are we taking your car? Can I drive?
You cannot drive my car.
Mean. Okay.
What?
How can I drive
What
my
was
car?
that? Listen. I have been tasked with taking you off Davina's list of to-dos and to take care ofs. And we're going to figure out how to maybe direct some of your very intense energy into something a little bit more productive than breaking men. Yeah?
It's not just men.
People, kind, kindred. You cannot bring, by the way, rule number 1, you are not bringing humans back to my place.
Okay.
And before you bring anyone back to my place, you clear it with me first. Got it?
What if they're already there?
No hooking up with my roommates. Get in the car.
Okay.
Unless they really want to, but even then, like, no...
Why would
There's a
they
very
not really
thin-
want to?
You know, we have a lot of shit going on. We actually have jobs and stuff, you know? I don't know about you, but we actually been working real hard to, you know, settle into this new life instead of breaking people. Okay? Yeah?
So you haven't broke anyone recently?
No. I don't think so. No. Actually, I've been too busy.
Too busy to get laid?
Okay, I didn't break. Just get in the car. Fuck.
I'm already in the car.
I'll get in the car and I'll start driving back to our place.
Okay. So how have you been?
Fine. Why do you want to run around the city?
I thought it might calm me down a little bit. You know, it's like when you go out partying for like a week, and then you kind of hungover and a bit kind of, you know, just like you can't really do much, you excess energy, and you just go for a run.
With a human who can't keep up with you.
In my defense, he tried.
All right, well, in Davine's defense, she needs him to work. Her employees are not your playthings. Kine are not your playthings. Period.
I mean, I always wanted a puppy when I was a kid.
And would you pick up after said puppy?
I was never allowed one. So
I wonder why. So you turned into one? Can't be shitting all over the city, Leah, and then expecting other people to pick up after you.
you do.
Okay, well, I pick up after myself.
Since when?
Since all the time. I've been picking up after you since we were first stealing cars. Although you do have a good eye for a good car, so, you know.
Yep. Drive this better than you.
Oh, okay. You know what? You have an attitude problem. You've been... Where did this come from? Like, you've gotten worse, actually.
Really?
I can't really tell. It's been a while. But if you need to go and run, I have someone who can race you, and it would be pretty interesting to see who would win.
Sorry. Josh is being a dick. No one races Cassius. He could barely race himself.
I was actually thinking about Chrys, but...
Oh yeah, no, it's who's that?
Well, for starters, Chrys is a superb runner, so... Maybe you just need someone a little bit more your speed, not someone who you very well know cannot keep up with you.
That's a lot of people, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. Keyword, people.
Kindred, too.
All right. Have you run and broken any Kindred lately?
Not broken, but they can never keep up with me either.
Who have you tried to get to keep up with you?
Davine?
Okay, other than Davine is a very special case. Okay, Davine, don't mess with Davine. She's been through a lot, okay? And she took you under her wing. You should be thankful.
Chicken wing.
Okay, all right. You know what? You don't get to borrow my underwear. You can just go commando.
I thought we were going to buy some.
Not now. It's too
No.
late.
But, okay.
Okay, well. Okay, other than Davine, is there anyone else I should know that, you know, is on your shit list? Or who has you on their shit list?
No? I don't think so.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, sure.
It's wits insight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 4.
That's 2. She seems to be being honest. However, with your success, you will also know that she may not have noticed. So, it could be very much that she's telling the truth, but she's on a lot of people's shit lists.
Okay. All right. We'll find a more productive way to, direct your energy, because you got a lot of it, and that's a good thing. It's a really good thing when you use it in a good way and not in a way that actually hurts people's employment.
What's a good way?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Because, I mean, we used to mess with people and steal cars, and so do you really think that we're the bastions of,
Okay. First of all, just because you used to do a lot of bad shit does not mean your moral compass is completely off. Okay? That's number one. Number two is, like, we did that a long time ago. And granted, I might still do a little bit of it now. But it doesn't mean I don't know what good things are.
I don't want to incur the wrath of Grumpy Tess.
Okay.
But isn't your entire family, like, criminals? Career criminals, basically?
We're not hurting anybody. We're just moving things around.
Bro, is this that moral compass thing you're talking about?
Okay, all right. I get your point. I see your point. We'll figure something out that doesn't hurt Davine or me or any of our friends.
Okay. And you.
And might put you on a better path.
Yeah, as you say that, you're kind of like pulling into the parking spot near the salon.
All right. Now be good. Obviously, you'll stay in my room. Just, this is like my turf, and I kind of help run it and everything. So, I work really hard with this. So just don't do anything without telling me.
Okay.
Beforehand, not after you do it.
But what if that Cassius guy wants to hook up with me? Should I tell you before I do him?
You know what? Yeah, just fine, sure. Yeah, just be like, hey, I'm gonna go hook up with Cass now. And I'll be like, is Cass okay with that? And if Cass is okay with that, then good.
Do you want me to...
No, I don't want an invitation. No. Okay.
You sure?
100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
And this is like as you're like walking, as you're like walking through the door, she says very loudly, and instantly Cassius and Chrys, you can also hear this. I mean, you seem very wound up. Maybe hooking up with Cassius would kind of like unwind you a little bit.
Definitely the fuck not. Definitely. No one. No, I am very busy and I don't want to hook up with anyone. Least of all, anyone in my coterie. God. Oh. You guys are here already.
Yep, we live here.
Yeah. So you've all met Leah before, I think. Maybe
We were in the bathroom.
is Marlowe back or no?
No.
Okay. So she's gonna be staying with us for a little bit because she's pissed off Davine enough that she locked her in a room, basically a meat freezer.
That is only like 70% true.
Well, hey, don't worry about it. We've got plenty of places to lock you up.
Don't say it like that, because she's just gonna twist it in a really lewd way. Anyway, my room is this way, and
You take the handcuffs, I'll assume the
put your
position.
hands down.
What?
Put your hands down. God damn it. Please excuse us.
Do you have handcuffs? As you like dragging her away, it's like, do you have handcuffs, Tess?
Of course I have handcuffs. God, I'm not a prude.
What's that? Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Just
Be very glad that you are not a Toreador.
I feel like I am glad I'm not a Toreador.
when
I'm
in the room, I'll just be like, okay.
Okay.
Your goal here is not to hook up with my roommates. If it happens organically, without you throwing your everything at them, then sure. But just, can you, like, just think about... You know what? Give me a second. Chris! Hey!
Hi.
Quick question for you. While we're waiting for a guy to get back to us about meeting stuff, would you want to go for a run tomorrow night with Leah and just see if you could outrun her?
Hey, Chris.
I mean, I could do.
Cool. Yeah. Apparently she's been running Kine around the city, trying to get them to keep up with her.
Do you have something you have to do tomorrow?
I'd probably have to kick someone's butt tomorrow.
Is that like early or?
I mean, what, midnight or so?
Okay, so we can probably get a run in at the early part of the night, and then you can go and do that.
And Cass runs really slow, so we'll just not invite him.
No, he can't come.
Sorry, it was bad. It's pretty bad.
Actually, Cass, would you want to go along with them? Maybe just to, keep an eye on them and everything. Maybe I'll come along with too,
Sorry, I'm busy reading.
Oh, great. Thanks. Fantastic. Cool. I'll come along. I just will time you guys.
Can you keep up?
I will not be running.
You could drive your car. We were going to race that time, remember?
Yeah, weren't we going to race the wilds?
Well, yeah, but I can run really fast too.
Do we want to go up to the wilds and race them?
Ooh, we can all have a race. But seeing as we have to wake up at the same time, we should all sleep together.
No.
Chris?
No.
I'm fine, thanks. I know that Tess eats in her bed. It's a bit weird.
We can sleep in your bed.
No, we can't.
No.
I'm gonna go.
Chris likes her space.
I'm
Also,
just
yeah, I
gonna-
should probably shake out the crumbs for my bed. Quick second. So I'm gonna go into my room and let Leah kind of do what she wants for a second while I clean out my room.
Okay. Leah's gonna sit down with Cassius.
Cassius ignores her and reads a book.
What you doing?
I am reading about Ural tribe folklore.
What's that?
It's about, or this one is about how the wolves of the area would take the most beautiful girl as a sacrifice
What?
to stop the tribe from being utterly destroyed.
Is it like wolf beautiful or like girl beautiful?
Girl
Chris?
beautiful.
Leah? What? Okay.
Okay, I think that's enough with the crumbs. Yeah, she is super horny, just saying. But anyway. Apparently she wants to hook up with both of you, just as a heads up. which is why I told her that she is not allowed to unless it's consensual and coming from you guys.
Thanks for breaking the ice.
You're welcome. Anyway, we're
That could
gonna
have been
go
really
sleep.
awkward.
That could have been super awkward. I am. Were you making fun of me?
Reading,
he
sorry.
is. Yeah.
It's reading about wolves.
Wolves.
Really?
General folklore.
Russian wolves.
Oh,
What?
is there anything interesting in there actually?
Nope.
Apparently he wants
Okay.
to sacrifice you.
Don't think he's talking about me.
You're not the prettiest in the...
Did I say
You know-
pretty? I meant vain. Okay. Good night.
I feel like that's still the same thing.
I'm gonna go.
Again?
So I did just say she didn't actually leave.
Yeah, but you did say I'm gonna go earlier, so...
Bye.
Where's Marlowe?
Chris,
I don't know. And what?
just knock 3 times in the night. If you want me to come up to your room.
Bye, Leah. Okay. I don't know where Marlowe is. Just gonna head up to bed.
I'm gonna text Marlowe and just be like, Leah's staying over at our place for a couple days. Just don't be alarmed if there's another girl in here.
Tess knocks 3 times on his wall to get
You
to go
son
up
of
to
a bitch.
Chris.
Wait, what, when, how, where, what?
Okay, he's not going to knock 3 times on his wall. He's
Yeah.
going to knock 3 times on Chris's wall.
On Chris. Chris is up at in the loft.
Yeah, I know.
Chris is gonna be like, oh my god, what?
He goes back to his place and see if Leah takes the bait.
Well, she said knock
You
on.
fucking dick!
She said knock on the door 3 times. So if you knock on Chris's, then Chris
It's
will
not
be
gonna
like,
make sense, but
yeah.
if you knock on
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cass goes by Leah's place and knocks 3 times on the
By
door.
my
as he goes
door?
Back into
Yeah.
his. He goes into his place.
if he knocks on the door, I immediately go to the door before Leah, open the door and see if he's still there. If not, then he's
if he's just kind of like knocking and moving, he wouldn't be there by the time.
Yeah,
Mm.
he would be gone by that
Because you'd
point.
be like tangled up with Leah and have to, and she'd be trying to get there first, and she'd be like,
Not funny.
"Oh, organic,"
Nope, not funny.
and there's no one there. Oh,
They're being assholes.
what do you mean?
Not fun for either you or me. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, no, they yeah. Anyways, go to bed. Go to bed.
You don't think maybe like it just got shy and nervous and ran away?
None of these people are shy or nervous.
That's not true.
Definitely 100% true. Honestly, okay, Chris.
Shy.
Chris only gets nervous or shy
Very
if
shy.
she doesn't want to deal with something.
I
Oh.
was getting a very, very shy vibe from Chris.
Just she's actually very, she's a very strong personality. She just doesn't she's gone through a lot of shit, okay? And right now she's going through even more stuff. So just don't take advantage of her, please.
Fine.
Cass, whatever, like she's being an asshole, so
Okay. I preferred him in the suit anyway.
Ugh. Yeah, you're welcome for that.
Did you get him that?
Wait, you think he dresses well at all?
I don't know. I only met him once, but he looked dashing.
Yeah.
Seeing him without it, it's like you gave him personality.
Oh, that's actually very nice of you. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, now that you're saying it.
You have a talent.
I don't suck up to me. Go to bed. But I do have a talent.
Right.
Also, I'm better at driving cars than you.
You can think what you want. You want to be big spoon or little spoon?
I'll be a little spoon.
Okay. And we'll close the night off there. Oof. So.
God damn it.
Why have we got Leah on top of all the problems
Why
we
would
already
you do
have?
this to the coterie?
I don't know.
Why
I
would you do
didn't
this?
listen. I was trying to be nice, and then I
Man,
figured it might help get Chrys.
Your big sister played you so hard.
Yeah, I know. It could work out to our benefit. I'm just thinking maybe if Chrys can go run around, it might help ease Chris's mind a little bit.
You realize why no one could keep up with Leah, right?
Why?
What are the 3 disciplines Toreadors have?
Oh shit. Fuck. No. I played myself.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What discipline did you expect Leah to have?
The road to hell is paved with
Good intentions.
Tess's kindness.
Has the way.
Oh, everyone give me a rouse check as you sleep through the night.
Yeah.
I just got rid of that hunger.
Yeah.
Chrys, you get hungry?
I do not.
Yes, you're fine.
Cass just fucking ate. Come on.
I know, so
Bullshit.
I think I've almost aced every single one of my rouse checks.
You're the worst.
Holy yeah.
You never need to eat, but you always do.
So Cassius, Leah, and Marlowe.
everyone gets hungry
get
apart from
hungrier.
Tess. So
Yep.
Pretty much. I've lost my appetite.
I mean, Leah turns up in the coterie, suddenly everyone's thirsty.
Oh, okay.
No.
No. Oh god. By the way, when Josh was speaking super slowly and when talking to Leah, I just sat there and I was like, perfect.
Serious, dad vibes.
I am reading.
Oh my god. So good.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, let's go around. I don't think anyone's angry at me today.
No more than usual.
No, they're angry at me.
Yeah, it's the first time in a while. So, wow, in that case, Faddy, who would you like to be angry at you first?
Oh my god. Just, the only person who can not fully be angry at me right now is Marlowe. So
Hydra.
go for it,
And Marlowe.
Hydra.
Hey, I'm assuming Marlowe just sat there for a bit and didn't do too much and went back to the cinema after a while. I think he had some me time in his van afterwards. Well, not his van, but Winona's van.
Yeah. It
And
was
then-
basically the beginnings of an investigation and
Yeah.
etc. So.
So he's... Yeah, that would have been a bit much for him. He would have just left. Leah would have been too much.
Yeah, it was a good thing that he was there.
If a wolf mimicking a dead person that wasn't supposed to be dead, followed by a vision of a chicken walking house thing, fairy tale. Marlowe's trying to come to the realization right now that he's in a fairy tale.
Yeah,
He's having a bad day,
he is.
but so while sat in that van, he would have just been sat there, supposed to be staking out the blessed and just staring at the steering wheel for like 3 hours. And probably got absolutely nothing done. And just staring at that thinking, the hell is this? And then just gone to bed. And yeah, he's I think at some point in the night he probably would have just sent a single text to Chrys saying RUO space K in a really awkward space question mark. And that's it.
Yeah.
And then just gone to bed and been like, I'm done with this. And I enjoyed today's session. It was nice seeing all people doing different things, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
So Vandy, who's up next?
Let's go for Josh.
And also Cassius.
And also Cass.
What's up? This was really fun today. I didn't expect time fuckery, but it happened, so that was interesting. I do enjoy folklore in my everyday life, so I'm actually going to read up some Baba Yaga stories.
Really cool.
It's very cool. It's a really kind of nice story for kids, and yeah, just had a relatively chilled. I think my favorite moment of today is the hunting with Chrys. That was really nice. And Chrys, I was just sort of waiting for Chrys to do the what of these are all my problems.
Yeah.
Because I sort of saw that coming, which was kind of fun. Yeah, so that was really cool, Tash. And go listen, don't watch, listen to Stitch of Fate, which is a vampire podcast that I'm doing.
Do, because it's really good. I listened to both episodes the other day, so go listen. Well, I'm last, and what the fuck,
Next.
Vandy? bringing Leah. We already have so many issues. Damn it, woman.
Sorry.
It was a really nice moment with Cass out in the woods and having a little race, and everything's a competition, but also emotions. So we're just gonna do an awkward not hug.
Yep.
So that was good. Originally, I wasn't planning on Cass knowing the stuff about Aiden, but Chrys told him. So
Yep.
so he knows now. And yeah, God, we're gonna have to deal with Leah. How are we gonna deal with that? Okay.
I do not know, honestly. I feel like Tess's job for the next few episodes might just be you handle that. We got shit to do.
Yeah. Well, it's good that Chrys has got Cass to go with he's offered with Vassia.
Yeah.
And they had a nice moment. It probably was best that you didn't tell her about Lamia then, because it would have undone everything that you just did.
No.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to probably having my character killed next session.
Sweet. And you get to have a race with Leah.
Yeah, with Leah who has celerity and I do not.
Yeah. And possibly Tess in a car as well, which again. Finally, Vandy, and also Tess.
Can she be faster than a car? Fuck. Can the wilds be faster than her? Do the wild people, do the gangrel have celerity?
Gangrel don't know. Bruja can do sometimes.
Cass?
Cassius has loads of celerity. Kind of. Just slows everyone else down. He's like, look how fast I am!
Yeah, that's cheating. Okay, that's
Well,
that's
so
cheating.
celerity, technically.
I guess.
case.
I mean, I am so sorry, everybody. Listen, if it makes
Just
you feel any
wandered
better.
into that, so like, gotta visit my sisters.
It's like walking through the woods, but you don't realize you're going through an area where people have set up a fuck ton of bear traps, and you just happen to step in one, and it takes your leg clean off.
It's been a while, and
It's been a while.
yeah, it's nice to play the old classics every now and then.
Love it. Just hello, darkness, my old friend.
There was a moment when you were talking to Davine when I think I saw you realize what you'd agreed to do in the situation that you'd agreed to do it, where you were just like, oh no.
Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck. I guess I'll go ahead with this. Like, Davine's been cool enough, and she put her life at risk already. I owe her a little, so.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, I actually do legitimately want to see if I can direct Leah's energy into something more productive, so that it's not like bugging everyone, I guess.
Yeah, that's Leo.
She's got a lot of energy, and like it's
Hey,
incredibly good if it's not being used to annoy people. So yeah.
and
So
yeah,
we'll see.
I will say for myself, weirdly enough, my favorite moment was the combined investigation talents of Marlowe and Cassius. Like,
That was really fun.
It was really cool to have you both kind of like figuring out this dead body and come to a conclusion. Well, to like a theory and etc. I imagine there's like wild theories in the players' heads more than, you know, like further on than the kind of standard.
Nah, I'm at the Simpsons level. I'm just like, a wizard did it, whatever.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
and,
Marlowe blames your wizard specifically.
Does Marlowe know about his...
Tess-
It's Shelby. No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Yeah.
at all. He's never.
Tess
he
is
has no-
going to, you know, go over to Cass and be like, "Hey, so we're gonna use your wizard." To
If Chrys had
fix
been
this.
interested in the investigation like at all, and then they would talk about time fuckery, and then he gave her a book about not wizards but occults, it would have been good.
It probably would have had anything about the True Bruhar and Temporis, to be fair, but
Yeah, there's like stuff. There's like an entire library of occult
Potions
shit
and-
that you have access
Yeah.
to. So
The 90s one when he was running around doing occult stuff.
oh
he
yeah,
said,
yeah.
but she won't.
oh yeah.
So, to everybody on the YouTubes, many thanks. I hope you enjoyed this. We've had like 2 pretty chill episodes in a row. Aside from Vandy ruining it, but aside from that.
Well,
That's
that's what I do.
yeah.
And see you next time.